Welcome back to our English class. Today let's have a revision for your PT2 exam. I have already given your portions, that is from reader you have to study 2 lessons and grammar also 2 lessons, lesson 7, 11 and 12. Okay, so from reader, first one, a Merry Christmas. Okay, so today let us revise it once again. Okay, so this story is written by Louisa May Alcott, a well known American writer. Her book's Little Woman is considered to be a classic in children's literature. So, the central characters in this story, four growing girls, and their lives of happiness, struggle, and family bondage, etc., is describing in this story. So, living alone with their mother and a long time helper, and her name is Hannah. The girls have their usual moments of mischief, siblings quarrel, then etc., just as normal girls would. But throughout their lives, run the advice and caring nature of their mother, who teaches them the right values of life. So here in this story, we can find these girls, how they giving away their Christmas breakfast to a very poor and hungry family. So that is the content of the story. And from this lesson, I think your teacher has given some meanings. Crimson means dark purple. Then rumage means to search for something. Then pious, religious and moral. Earnest, sincere. Ragged, torn and dirty. Then stately means impressive. Muffins, small sweet cakes. Okay, so these are the meanings given from this story. So study all these meanings. Then some question answers, reading comprehension. A. Where did Joe find her Christmas present? Under her pillow. Then what was the color of Ami's book? Ami's book blue in color. Then what was the housekeeper called? Hannah. Then how would the March sisters address their mother? So they address their mother as mummy, Marmee, means mom. Then what did Ami give her mother for Christmas? So she gave what, a big bottle of cologne. Okay, so these are all one word answers. Then B, answer these questions. So from that section, your teacher has given four answers, first 1, 2, 4 and 5. Okay, that you have to study. How did the four sisters make use of the gifts they received? So how did they make use of? They started reading the book as soon as they received the gift. They started reading. Then where did their mother gone when Meg and Joe came downstairs? So she had gone visiting a poor family. Then why did Amy replace the bottle of cologne she had bought for her mother with another? So why did she replace it? She felt very mean to be giving a small bottle of cologne to her mother, so she went and got it changed. Okay, then describe the room in which the poor woman and her children live. So it was a poor, miserable, cold room with no wood for fire, and a broken window through which the cold wintry wind rushed in. Then the people in that room looked pale, ill, and hungry, and tried to cuddle under one old quilt. Okay, then next is a reading pass. Extract is given there. First extract, you have to study only the first extract. Okay, they were soon ready and the procession set out. Fortunately, it was early and they went through back streets, so few people saw them and no one laughed at the funny party. So who does they refers to? March family, March and Mrs. March and her four daughters and Hannah. Then where did they set out for? They they set out for the poor woman's house. Then why do you think they choose the back streets to go to the place? Because they did not want people to know what who needed their help. Then why do you think the author describes the group as a funny party? So why did she describe it as a funny party? So the girls answer, the girls must have been carrying the food in the bowls, and it must have looked funny. So that is why she described it as a what funny party. So these are the question answers from this lesson. And meaning, study these, read your textbook thoroughly, okay, and then study meanings and question answers. Okay, now from this lesson, one writing section is given, that is diary entry. Okay, so for your writing section, you will get a diary entry. So a diary entry is a piece of writing in which we describe our experiences regularly. So we all have what the habit of writing diary. That is our day-to-day happenings we write in our diary. We generally write a diary entry so that in the future we can look back at memorable events or interesting experiences in our life. So in future, when we read this diary entry, it will become a very interesting experience. Okay, so sometimes a diary entry could be just about your thoughts or feelings about something. So here are some points to remember. So what are the things that we have to remember when we write a diary? So you write a diary, write the day and date at the top of the entry. So that is most important. First we have to write the day and the date top of the diary entry. Then write the salutation addressing your diary, dear diary. Okay, so use the pronoun I to describe your experiences or thoughts. So you have to write the pronoun I in your diary. Then use informal language in your diaries. No need to use formal language. So it is because we are describing our own feelings. So we can use informal language. So, okay, one question is given here. This one you have to study. Imagine you are Amy, the youngest Mart's sister. Write a diary entry in 150 to 200 words recalling the Christmas morning when you and your sisters selflessly shared your breakfast with the poor family in the neighborhood. Okay, so this is a long answer question. You don't have to write 150 200 words extra. Just write 50 to 80 words. That is needed. Okay, so not it's a short answer question. Okay, then I have given a model format of this diary. So go through this diary and write in your own word. This is a model. Okay, you can write your in your own words. Okay, no need to write so many sentences. Just write some sentences, 50, 60, 70 words only. Okay, so read this and study this, and I will send this diary entry in our class group. Okay, so diary entry is the writing section question, and there will be a reading passage also, unseen passage, first question. Okay, then the next second portion, second is a poem, so that is the arrow and the song, the arrow and the song. So okay, so let us revise this poem once again. The poem Arrow and the Song by W.H. Longfellow. Then talks about a person shooting an arrow and losing it, and also singing a song but not knowing what happened to it. Okay, at a deeper level, both these acts what take on other meanings. So other meanings also here. The shooting of an arrow stands for the harsh words that one might speak in moments of anger. When we are in angry mode, sometimes we use very harsh, cruel words. Unkind words are like the unbroken arrow that the speaker finds struck in an oak tree. Years later, after many years, the speaker found the arrow where on the in an oak tree. He found it, and means time cannot heal the wound or hurt or damage that the angry or cruel words create. So if we use cruel words, angry words to others, So they never forget it at all. It will always remain in their mind. Okay, so on the other hand, a song means song or kind words, uplift or comforts one's heart and remains forever in this world. So always try to use good words to others. Okay, when you speak, when you use words, always be what think about what you are telling, what are the words you are using to your friends or to your parents, etc. Okay, so take care of your words. So from this poem, only two meanings you have to study. Sight so keen. Sight so keen means eyes so sharp. And unbroke. Unbroke means unbroken. Okay. Then question answers. So here. Okay, so understanding the poem, page number 102. Answer these questions. Why wasn't the speaker sure about where the arrow he had shot fell? So because it went very fast, because the arrow went very fast and it was not possible for the speaker to follow it with eyes. Okay, so that is the answer. Then what do you think? What do you think the shooting of an arrow into the air might mean? It means uttering harsh or angry words. Okay, what does the breathing of a song into the air suggest? So it means speaking of goodness, spreading of goodness, that is gentle, polite, and kind words. Then what does the speaker mean by the flight of song? So just as a song spreads because people listen to it, polite words and kindness to spread. So just like a song, polite words and kindness also spread. Then how many pairs of rhyming words are used in this poem? I think around 5 rhyming words. One rhyming word is repeated. Airware, sight, flight, strong, song, oak, unbroke, unbroken alla ട്ടോ. Oak, unbroke, end, friend. Okay, then next is an extract. Based on that extract, you have to answer some question. Where was the arrow found? In an oak tree. Then how did the speaker learn that the song he had sung a long time ago was received well? So he found the song in the heart of a friend. Then unbroke is not a word in English. Why do you think the poet uses for getting a rhyme? Okay, the poet uses it for the sake of rhyme. So this is called poetic license. Okay, then what do you think the speaker wishes to convey through the example of the arrow and the song? So what does the poet wish to convey through this poem? So he wishes to convey that one should use gentle and kind words, for kindness breeds kindness and remains in people's memory like a good song. But harsh words, unlike harsh words are like arrows. They cannot return once they what leave the arrow. Okay, sped arrow and spoken words cannot come back. Okay, so but harsh words are like arrows. They cannot return once they leave the arrow. So study all these two meanings and question answers from this. Okay, that's all about what from your reader text. Study this much only. First an unseen passage you will get in the reading section, then writing diary entry, then learn all the meanings and question answers from the two lessons that your teacher has given. Okay, then grammar section, lesson 11, the tense. Tense, be forms, am, is, are, was, where, that we have studied. That is present tense, am, is, are. Past tense, was, where. Along with I, we use am. And he, she, it, we use is. With singular nouns and pronouns, we use is. And with plural, we use are. If it is in present tense, we use our past tense were. Okay, so study these examples. Then has, have, had. Similar, has, have present tense, has singular, have plural, then had for past tense. Okay, so that also you have to study. Then use of will, shall, future auxiliary, future tense. We use what will, shall along with first person, that is I, we and you, we use shall. All other we use will. Shall is used with first person and second person also we use. Shall is used to indicate promise and obligation. Will shows determination, promise and customary action. So study, learn those exercises. Then simple present tense, we use simple present tense to denote present actions, that is we use do, does form of the verb. Does singular, if the subject is singular we take s form, if the subject is plural we take the same form, root form of the verb. Simple present tense, then simple past tense we take second form of the verb or did form of the verb, second form. Okay, so then simple future we take will plus b1 take. To indicate future actions we use future auxiliaries plus verb in the first form, base form of the verb. Then going to, also we use going to. When we talk about future plans and arrangements, we usually use what going to form. So is, is, are plus going plus to, going to form. She is going to, he is going to, they are going to, like that. Okay, so study all the exercises from this two lessons and study well, and that's all about your revision. So thank you, have a nice day.